Just something that we.
Township Assistance Guidelines for 2026.
Okay, it says,
The Township Assistance Guidelines has just been ongoing, but they still need addressed.
okay. Jeff, do you have any comments on this?
What I'll do is, why don't we put all those items for action on the 10th,
Okay.
and I will get Bill the proposed, it's just a form, but more so for Laurel. It basically just everyone makes a confirmation that none of us have, or none of you have hired your niece, nephew, child, stepchild, spouse, and I am not your niece, nephew, child, or spouse. And it's just an annual confirmation that we are not getting services from those folks. I have given Bill, and to go back to the kind of beginning where this came up prior to Bill's term,
That's
there
what
was,
Bill was about.
there was some concern that we didn't have a great, I guess, written relationship with who our cemetery vendors were, who would mow and trim and open the graves and things like that. And so we got some of that resolved. And I have drafted a real simple kind of fill in as you need form contract that we can put in dates, times, places, scope of work for South Cemetery, the cemetery in town. So that's available. We just need to input the things, and we'll go from, I think the concern was if anything happens, no one knows what the rates and terms were. And should we be subject to audit, State Board of Accounts would be like, well, under what contract are you paying this individual? So all that needs is putting in, the bits and the parts, and whether or not South is treated different than the town. Is it South and town? Is there a third? Bill?
The third
Cemetery?
There are three
in
here.
town.
Well, no, in total, we got South Cemetery, we got the town cemetery behind the town hall, and then,
Then there's,
We've got
more to bring about,
oh God.
yeah.
yeah,
We've got
So
quite a few.
but they're not and they're split up with different vendors. So
Okay, so this, it's evergreen. You just plug and play what you want for each guy or gal.
Well, like Duncan, he does work down there at South, so he does the South. Then the one behind the town, I think some people at the town maybe do.
no, that's
Duncan as well.
I don't think it's Duncan.
What's Dave? What's his name? The guy that
I was just talking
digs the
The Swanson.
Swanson.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's
Thank you. Yeah, Swanson. That's the word I was looking
when
for.
Mike
So for the next agenda, we need to have the December 25th distribution for the fire territory. We need to have the nepotism. That's number 2.
And Patsy, I think I have done a draft set of TA guidelines since Trustee White retired. And I think the only thing we might need is just a quickie check on what's
That's what I was thinking.
the prevailing rental rates around here, because there just were, there was a question as to what is a 2-bedroom going for around here. So I think that's the only thing needs updated.
And the income, right? The income changes, yeah.
And isn't much of that? I'm a little foggy. Isn't much of that come from federal reporting?
But as part of usually as part of that TA guideline piece, so you re-adopt those every year.
Right.
Yeah.
That, and have we ever set a expected level on a burial?
Burials, I'm not familiar with the township citizens guidelines here, so I'm not sure.
Well, it's like the FTC standard average or whatever for.
Well, I remember we did some changes when Judy put that, we voted for it, the cemetery, the mausoleum, it wasn't the mausoleum, we built that
Gazebo.
gazebo, yeah, that's when we did that, the gazebo.
I have it, and it's not far from done.
Okay.
I think it's more like
Well,
the guidelines are done, what are the rates?
Okay.
So,
I
Pretty
think,
cool. Pretty close.
if you clean your files out a little bit. All right.
state may take care of that.
Do all that, that might be good. So, now Beth has the draft. Do you want to take it, Bill, and make you a copy and give her?
No, I have the.
He's got
I
You got a draft?
That's why I just gave it to
Oh, you
her,
made
yes.
her a copy, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to have a copy later, and I can get it later.
The only other discussion item that I had kind of outstanding was, and it's probably for later in the year after legislative session's over maybe, is about tax rate. possibilities.
God bless you.
So just something later to think about. Right? Yeah.
We have to have a tax rate, otherwise there's not gonna be any money. Was.
Is the town gonna have a tax rate?
Okay.
Sort of discuss.
Yeah, we're
We
just,
live in the town, if they have a tax rate, we'll have to.
Are you talking about lit? I'm sorry. I missed the
no,
beginning.
it's,
There's a- I'm sorry, Bill.
no, go ahead.
There's a lot churning and I'd say, I think Beth, I think your point is absolutely right on target. I think we're going to know, they're saying, you know, what they say and what they do. They're saying that the legislature does not want to be in beyond February. You know,
Okay.
they're did what they did in December early, and it's not a budget year, and there are a couple bills out there that we don't know what the total effects will be on this particular township or just the remainders of Senate Bill 1 from last year of will they adopt fire rates, will they adopt a non-municipal rate, things like that. That's going to affect what comes through. So I'd say that's another stay tuned, see what Valentine's and love notes they send, and then
I wish.
yeah, and then react accordingly.
Well, since I've gotten back in the state and everything and tried to get back in touch with certain people down at the State House and everything, I've heard nothing but negative things that they're going to try to do.
Jeff and I have been talking about this, and he and I are planning on meeting with people, see if we get some finite answers or, you know, help them understand where we're coming from and
I think
what
that
the
would be
need
an
is.
excellent idea.
So you know, we're being proactive as far as that goes. It's just going to be politically correct in my statements. It's a lot of promises have been made, you know, as far as funding and things. So, you know, we in the next 90 days we'll tell where we're going to be. They should, as you know, like Jeff said, they want to be done by February. So that, I mean, it's good, and it's not just us. You know, the fire territory's on the hook, the town with their lit money, county, you know, how it's going to be divvied up or who's in charge of what, we just don't know. It's just all up in the air at this particular.
I even heard the treasurer, the auditor, the surveyor, you're shaking your head, yes.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one.
The county may just put all of those under the head of the county commissioners. And they just make that all one thing.
It is either a bill or a resolution, but it would be the effect of all those county offices would be appointees. You would no longer elect those positions. So whether intended or not, lots of the now 20-some-year-old Vernon Shepherd report is being brought forward. So you would no longer have any say over who the recorder is, and who the auditor is, and who the assessor is. The assessor having a great deal of authority of what you end up paying,
Yes.
paying for property taxes, and a lot of centralization of these authorities within the county executive. So
Well, the one question I have, I know Laurel has filed and I have filed to run for this board. And of course, we both want to win. But before we go spending money and doing different things, I mean,
Patsy,
you're okay, but we're maybe pontificating about non-agenda items.
yeah, we need to get back to the agenda.
okay. Sorry for asking about.
No,
No, okay, I'm delighted to answer your question.
Okay, anybody have anything else? Or you're in charge, Madam President.
I know. Does anyone have anything else that they would like to bring before this board? Rick, you have anything? Okay. Anybody else? Jeff?
No, ma'am.
Bill?
Yep.
Thank you.
Laura?
No, thank you.
Okay. In that case, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Then we'll. 1 second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Our next meeting will be held February the 10th at 5 o'clock in the evening here at the theater. So the 10th at 5 o'clock in the evening here at the theater. Okay. With the items on the agenda that we discussed.